Iffy, you didn't greet my husband. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Iffy and it's always a delight to see you here. So today, as usual, I wanted to share something with you. But before I do that, if you haven't subscribed, just click on the subscribe button and you will be notified each time I upload a video. So I wanted to share something I was discussing the other time with my friend about how we all started, as new moms in London, UK. My first childminder was a Nigerian. I didn't have a very good experience with her. Because in those days, if you're looking for a childminder, so you call the council and they send you a list of childminders, nursery schools, primary schools in your local area, and you can look through and find out which ones you think you want to use, based on their profile. And so when I got the list, I looked at this list and I'm just looking through all the names. I didn't know, what to look out for. I was just looking, as first-time moms, there's so many things you don't know. And I was just looking and I saw this Nigerian name. I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, thank God, a Nigerian childminder in my borough, in my local council. Oh, well done, fantastic. And so her number, we called her up and we went to see her. I mean, she was okay at first, but later on, there was this Nigerian thing in her, and I was like, I'm paying you to look after my child. Of course, I'm going to be respectful. I'm going to do everything according to the books and everything. But hey, cut me some slack here. She became so demanding, and I wasn't sure. In fact, I used to ask my friends, I said, is this where you live, in your area? Is this what happens? Is this what childminders say? And they'll say no. So part of her requirements, when I'm bringing my son on a Monday morning, because then I was working full-time, when I'm bringing my son, I'll bring my payment for the week. So sort of I'm paying in advance. A packet of yogurts, there were 6 in the packet. I'll bring it on Monday morning. A packet of nappies, that's fine. A pack of wipes. I bring wipes, that I should bring wipes every Monday morning. So I thought, hey, this is what happens and all that. I started getting a bit stressed. I was like, why do I have to pay her at the beginning of the week? Is this what other childminders do? So one time I called up a childminder to find out when do they take payments. And this childminder, she said at the end of the week or at the end of the month. And I'm wondering, why am I even paying at the beginning of the week? So if the child is ill, or if I'm ill and I can't make it, I'll still need to pay because I've paid in advance. So I couldn't understand it, but hey, I didn't say anything. I was quite young, so I didn't say anything. Every Monday morning, I have to bring yogurt. If I don't bring yogurt, she'll say, oh, Iffy, you didn't bring yogurt. You didn't bring yogurt. So I said, but my child can eat any other thing. The reason why I took this childminder on was because she was a Nigerian. And I thought, oh, a Nigerian mother, use your discretion as well. So, well, I had to get wipes. The weird thing about it was Monday to Friday, you finish a pack of wipes. I have to get wipes the next Monday. Because on my own, I could use a pack of wipes for a very, very long time. So I couldn't understand. I was thinking, was she selling the wipes? What was she using it to do? But I didn't ask any questions. And things kept on going on for a long time. But I think the straw that broke the camel's back was when she didn't say, oh, Iffy, you didn't greet me this morning. I thought, what's going on? Iffy, you didn't do this. Iffy, you didn't do this. I couldn't understand. I was like, first, I'm paying you to help me look after my child. I am paying you. I am not disrespectful. The other time she said, Iffy, you didn't greet my husband. Literally, I used to have headache. The worst part of things was that because I've paid her on a Monday morning, I dare not be late. So if I'm late in picking my son up at the end of the day, so I used to finish work roughly an hour to get from my workplace to the childminder's place. So immediately after work, in fact, I had a special trainers at work. I'll kick my work shoe off and put on the trainers and start running through the tube stations, through the different changing in the underground, changing different platforms. I'll be running, rushing, just to make sure I'm in her place at the right time. If I'm 5 minutes late, she charges me £5. In fact, there was one time I was in the station and I saw a colleague of mine from university, and he's like, hey, how are you? And I saw him, I was like, hi, bye. You know, I just couldn't wait because I needed to get to the childminder's place at a certain time. And so I was already stressed out. And I was like, you know, one day I had enough. I think it was on a Friday. I arrived at her house. I handed my son over to her and his changing bag. And she said, oh, Iffy, make sure on Monday you bring wipes. Make sure you don't forget to bring yogurt. Make sure you don't forget to bring cash. And yesterday when you were late, you need to pay me £5 for that lateness because you were here. You were supposed to come at 6:30, but it was 6:40 and something. Then she called her husband to say, I won't call the husband's name, but she called her husband to say, see you, if he did not give us the money from the other time. And oh dear, I was so stressed. I thought, my God, is it what happens? And I was thinking, this one, I'm going back to work. Should I leave work? Should I now stay home and be looking after my child? I was thinking, what's going to happen? So I thought, no, I need to be at work. I need to earn something for myself. So I was thinking, so what am I going to do? You know, sometimes you get to a stage as a mother, you'll be thinking, what's the best thing for me to do at this time? I'm not talking about tomorrow. What's the best thing for me to do at this time? Should I continue work? Should I work part-time? Or how will I, you know, just send me a very good person to look after my child? When you want to put your child into somebody's hands, it's a lot of prayer, it's a lot of gut feeling, you know. I went to work and I was thinking, what am I going to do? How am I going to get out of this childminder's place? But then I read again, if someone is looking after your child, don't be rude to the person. Because the person can do anything. Don't be rude to the person, just be calm. So I went to work. I called up the council again. They sent me a list of the childminders. I started going through and calling up childminders while this lady was looking after my child in her house. Then I got one. This lady was so lovely. She said, yes, she's available. She didn't have pets. You know, just the usual questions that you're required to ask childminders. And she said I could pay her at the end of the month. And I could pay her, it doesn't have to be cash, it can be check. But this Nigerian childminder wanted me to pay her cash every Monday morning. So you can imagine starting your Monday morning a bit stressful just because you have a childminder. No, I didn't think it should be that way. So anyway, I got this other childminder and she was so brilliant. She said, yes, I could start the following Monday. So Friday after work, there was no need to really rush anymore because I knew definitely this was going to be the last day. But I didn't know how I was going to do it so that she would not feel upset. You know, as a young mom, you're all like, oh, I don't know what to do. And this is a Nigerian woman, you know. So I got to her house and I said, good evening everybody, you know. And I just pretended that what happened in the morning was not a big deal. And so she handed me my son, I carried him here, and she gave me his changing bag. I carried it. There was another bag I kept in the house, like change of clothes and different things. In fact, she said just bring in about 7 clothes. Her demands were, she demanded a lot of things at the beginning. So there was a bag, another bag that was in her place, just different clothes in case he needed to be changed and everything. So I had him on my arm. I carried my changing bag, which is what I do. So in every morning I bring my son and I bring the changing bag. So now that I was leaving, she handed me my son and the changing bag. And I was thinking, there's another bag in her house. If I tell her to give me that other bag, she's going to wonder, what am I doing? Or why do I want that bag? Or something. And I was thinking, should I just leave that bag with her and just go now and I will never come back? But the bag had some of his very good clothes, and I said, no, I'm going to take that bag. And so I had the changing bag and I said, can I have the other big bag? And she said, oh, why? But it's always in her house. I said, yes, I want to take it back home so that I can wash them and maybe change them, and some he's outgrown, you know, different things. I just cooked up something. Anyway, and she went and she got me the bag. And I said, okay, bye. She didn't know that was going to be my last time. In fact, that was the last day I've ever seen her. And I left. When I left, on my way home, I called her. Oh, she said, oh, Iffy, did you forget anything? Remember to bring this, remember to bring that, remember. And she went through all her list again. And when she had done talking, I said, we are no more coming back. It's our last day today. And then she called her husband on the phone. She called her husband. Come and hear what Iffy is saying. Come on, in my mind, I was like, there. I just took off the phone. And that was it. And then later she called my husband and she was complaining and whatever it is. And they said, oh, you know, can I come back? It's okay. Let us talk about it and all that. In my mind, I said, there's no how I'm coming back. We talk about what? So we go and have a meeting and we talk about who said what and who did what and whatever. And I will still bring my child for you to look after. That's very dangerous. I just said, no way, no. There are other childminders on the list. In fact, I already have a childminder. And that's how that case ended. But you know, it just brought me back to the fact that as a mom, especially a new mom, if you're feeling funny about something, investigate it, check it out. Some things are too good to be true. When I saw that this woman was a Nigerian woman, she was even an Igbo woman, I thought, wow, my fellow Igbo woman, you know, Pali. It wasn't the case. So find out where your child is going to, especially if your child is under the age of 3 and they can't really talk and they can't really say really what goes on behind the scenes. You have to keep an eye on all these things. Apparently, my child in the childminder's house did not go anywhere. He never went outside. There was no journal, there was no nothing. And I didn't know, I thought it was normal. Until I went to the next childminder and she kept a diary of the activities that they would do in the day. So I even knew where they were going to that day. In fact, every day they went somewhere. Now, I'm not saying that all childminders, they have to go somewhere like a play center, but activities helps the child also learn. So your child is not in nursery school, but they are also learning something. If you have any worries about your child's childminder, ask questions. Talk to the childminder. Remember, don't shout. Don't shout. Don't shout at anyone looking after your child. And if you have a childminder like the first one I had, that sometimes seems as if they are beyond talking to, then maybe it's time to pull your child out. Because if you have any huge concerns, you won't even be able to speak about it. Ask questions. Feel the vibe. Feel the environment. Find out the activities the childminder usually does with other children or plans to do with your child, just to make sure that your child is having a fantastic day. So there are some childminders that are fantastic, some childminders are... There are some Nigerian childminders, I believe that they are so great, but hey, this was my experience. Always, always, always follow your instincts. Always follow your instincts. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want more videos like this, click on the like button. Thank you for watching. And until I see you next time, keep shining your light and embrace every moment you have. Take care.